I am going to be making some stew peas with these. This is a big bag. I'm not going to use the whole entire bag. So I'm going to pour this into this container. I don't know the size of it, but I'm just going to do about half of it. And it's a pretty deep container. I'm going to wash this about 2 or 3 times. As you can see here, it's all nice and clean. And I'm going to add this to the pot. Now I'm going to be boiling this for maybe about an hour or so and adding more hot water to it to get them nice and tender to how I want them. And here you can see the color is nice and pretty. I love these beans. My husband first bought these for me, and they're at the texture that I want, because you can see some of them are already breaking up. And here in this plate I have a Scotch bonnet pepper, a half an onion I cut, a tablespoon of ginger and garlic paste, a nice piece of coconut cream, about 2 tablespoons of butter, and 2 green onion, and about 4 or 5 sprigs of thyme. And I'm going to go ahead and add that to the pot. I like those peppers also. They give the whatever I cook a nice flavor. They're not too hot. The green ones are not hot, just the yellow ones. So I add everything in here, and I'm going to let this boil until everything rendered down, the onion, the thyme, the green, and the green onion also. So at this point, I'm stirring it up because that coconut cream was in the freezer. And whenever it's in the freezer, I have a hard time to get it to, what's the word, to disintegrate or to break down. So I'm just going to stand my camera up and just stir this a little bit more to how I want it. Now I'm going to season it. I'm adding some black pepper in. Mostly every time I season, it's about a teaspoon to a tablespoon amount of seasoning. I don't measure my seasoning. You guys already know that. And I'm adding some pink Himalayan salt to it. It's not a lot because I'm going to add more water. Like I always say, my pink Himalayan salt is not that strong. And my favorite seasoning, you guys know, is my Jamaican mixture season. And last but not least is my paprika. As you can see here. Okay, so now I am going to stir all this up. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stir all this up and get everything married together, like I always say. Let them fall in love and give me good taste. So sorry. Okay, so those thyme, I'm telling you, that time my husband and my daughter got those for me because I don't go grocery shopping anymore since this whole pandemic. They have been getting some really nice stuff, to be honest. So here I am stirring. I don't know why I don't like stirring my food a lot because I feel like I'm playing in it, but I'm getting it done. So here it is, and I'm tasting it right now to see if it need any more salt or any seasoning. You can see me in my camera. That's not a thumb down, it's a thumbs up. There you go. Okay, so now it's time for my chicken. My daughter seasons this with salt, pepper, paprika, the Jamaican seasoning, and in here I have some coconut oil going, getting it nice and hot so they won't stick. And now I am ready. I think, am I ready? Yeah, my oil is about ready. So here we go. Am I ready? Am I ready, y'all? Yup, it's time. It's time. It's nice and hot. So I'm gonna put all those in. You're not gonna see, but I'm gonna show you when I'm done putting them in how they look, and also when I turn them. And I wasn't anticipating this part, but I'm getting a new camera stand so you guys can really see when I put them in the pot. I don't like to overcrowd my pot so my temperatures don't fall and it take longer to do. So I'm gonna show you guys in a second how it look. Here, am I gonna show you? Here I go. There you go. Nice and pretty. Oil is nice and hot and everything. Okay, so now it's time for me to turn them. They got the color that I want. So I'm gonna turn them over. I don't know what was wrong with this one right here. Look at it. Take it forever. My oil is hot. And it's like, he don't want to get up. Like, get up. It's time to go to school. Flip your behind over. Look at it. Look what happened. Look. It wasn't much move. Like, I'm trying my very best. I don't want to poke it and break the skin. There you go. Yay. And so I'm going to do that for the rest of them. And then I'll come back and show you guys how it looks. Look at that color. That is so beautiful. That's how I love my brown stew chicken to go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fry off the rest of the chicken, and then I'll come back and show you guys. Okay. Well, here it is. Okay, so now I have them to the color that I want. Okay, so what I did, I ended up pour off some of the oil, which was too much, because I don't want the gravy to be too greasy. Now in this pan, in this container, I'm going to add some ketchup, and then I'm going to add some browning to it. I did about 7 drops of browning to it, and then I'm going to add some water like the gravy. As you can see there. And then I'm going to go ahead and add, like I said, add some water to it. Okay, so here my water is added. I add about three things of water. It wasn't that much, and I added some more ketchup to it because I just figured I needed a little bit more. Okay, so I'm gonna add the chicken back to the pot because now this is part of the finishing process actually. So we're gonna add the chicken back. And then what I like to do is, from my point, I like to put the bigger pieces further down into the pot that I think gonna need to do a little bit more cooking, if that makes sense. So that's why I'm like arranging the chicken how I want it, so the bigger, like I said, the bigger pieces to get cooked. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and now I have a whole tomato. I'm sorry, a whole tomato, a tablespoon of onion, garlic, and a half an onion, some spring of thyme, and two scallion, which is also called green onion. I'm just making sure the ketchup is more dissolved in the water, and I'm gonna pour this on the chicken. Okay, I went ahead and add a pepper to it. So I'm gonna pour all this in, stir it, stir it up, and then I'll come back and show you guys when everything gets the bubbling to how I want it. Okay, as you can see, I'm back. So as you can see, everything is rendering down. I add a little butter to it. So now I'm just mixing everything up to make sure everything is getting where it needs to go basically, so it's not just one place in the pot. um and then after that, I'm gonna taste for if I need more seasoning to it, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I went ahead and tasted and I needed some more seasoning, so that's what I'm doing here. I already add some black pepper and salt, and I'm adding back some more Jamaican seasoning. and just just to get it to where I want it, like always for my family actually. So I'm gonna stir this up, and then I'm gonna let it sit a little bit more, and then I'll come back and show you guys the finishing part of it. Okay, so here we are. We're done. It tastes amazing. It looks amazing. The kitchen smells wonderful. So I'm just mixing it up to show you guys. That is it. You can still see my green onion, my pepper, my regular onion, my tomato is still there. So yeah, that is it. And I'll come back and show you guys how I plate, okay? Okay guys, so here is the finishing touch. You have the red stew peas, the brown stew chicken, and I did some veggies, and I did also did white rice. Until next time, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Oh, and hit that bell notification so every time I upload a video, you'll be the first to be notified. Until then, family, take care.